Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Devil May Cry 4 on Dante Must Die difficulty. This is Mission 6. It's entitled, well, I was going to say that it's entitled something, but it isn't. So, we are playing as Vergil, as you can see, and we are going through the campaign sans items. Now, the first batch of enemies that we're going to be encountering... also, this is live commentary. I thought that I would do some live commentary, and I'll explain in a minute why. But we have cutlasses down here. These are fish and swords kind of fused together in one shitty enemy. But as Nero, you just throw these guys, but you don't have iframes during the throw, so it can be kind of exasperating. And I found that using the Judgment Cut end works decently down here to unearth these guys, because they hide in the geometry. They go right through it, and they come out in a... you'll see a dark circle where they're coming out. If you stand still, sometimes they just kind of go where you are. But I think our good friend... I don't know the antagonist's name. I was just reading the bestiary entry for this enemy. The order, whatever the order is, I don't know what it is, because there are no cutscenes for this guy. He doesn't have any story. He's just here for the mechanics, and it's a shame. It really is. But I thought I would do this live. I know I'm getting thrashed here, you guys. Just close in the distance by doing the Grim trick. I thought I would close in the distance. I also purposely avoided the combat adjudicator in the previous room because I've already done it. And I don't need any blue orbs, which give you vitality upgrades, because I bought them with my PayPal account because I didn't want to get them. They're time savers. That DLC is a stroke of genius, whoever did that. To buy all the modes for $1.49. That was so helpful for saving so much time, man. But I thought I would do this live commentaries because the dice game in the next room is always really boring to narrate, and even though I won't be engaging in any fights, maybe one or two, I'm not doing any boss battles, because if you die in the boss battles, say you're going, I think I've already kind of said a story about this. I've also with the Force Edge, I have unpurchased the trillion stabs, because you can't just... If you have the trillion stabs, you can't do this. See? And what I'm doing is I'm holding right bumper, forward, and Y. And I'm not releasing the right bumper or the analog, but I am releasing the Y. Y, Y, Y. See? If you have the trillion stab zone and you try to do that, you can't, because he goes into the computer assumes you want to do the trillion stabs. And you can't chain together the stingers. It's horrible. It's absolutely unforgivable. So in this next room here, if you go through the whole process, you know, say you do it for half an hour, you do a couple boss fights, and you die near the end or somewhere, particularly near the end. If you die, you start at the beginning of the stage. You've got to do the cutlass battle again. So anyway, I have some time here so I can explain what these circles mean. On Son of Sparta and Dante Must Die, what they've done is they have... well, let me just state this. You see how these white ones have overlapping purple circles? So it's a white circle with a purple circle on it. If you play like easy mode and human... I don't know what easy mode's called. I don't know, but maybe it is human. You know, the two modes that come before Son of Sparta, if you play those, you will have this board, and it will have white circles so that they're completely neutral. The blue one, the turquoise ones are neutral too, but the white ones are... It's just a free space. If you land, nothing happens. If you land on the turquoise space, you get a shower of orbs, or you get treasure chests. And I think I might purposely fail the treasure chest, because I did succeed in one, and I got a yellow orb. And the worst thing you can get on a run like this is a yellow orb, especially because if you die, the only thing you want to do is just reload quickly. And if you have the game asking you if you want to use that orb, it just exacerbates the problem. Exacerbates, sorry. I can't talk. Anyway, the goal here, though, and I don't mean to be verbose about this or anything. I just want to say a few things. You need to guide your statue to the goal. So the first thing we need, just to get this process over with, I assume that the yellow pieces are they're less intensive battles. No, what am I talking about? The yellow spots are skippable spaces. So if you land here, you'll go to the adjacent yellow, and it's a skip. Now, if you land on one of these with the purple over with the white, that is a battle, but I don't think it ever gets to be a boss battle. It's just a battle. You'll have scarecrows or frosts or whatever, and likewise with these, it can be a boss battle, but it can also be like frosts too. So it doesn't matter to me because I skip everything, because this is completely stupid, and if you die anywhere, you start at the beginning of the chapter, so it's irredeemable. So the first one we get is, this is how to do this stupid fucking game. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, so we need a 1, 2, so we can skip here. So the way I do this is, I find the 2, and just kind of see which ones are coming. 4, 2, 5, 1, 4, 2, so 5, 1, 4, 2. Then you hit it. That should give us the 2 we need. That'll skip us to the next yellow. The only yellow that will send you back to where the other... Here, I'll tell you. This one here, where is it? Where is it? It's this yellow, right? This yellow here, if you land here, and then you go here, it sends you back to here. So it's one of those weird ones where it doesn't work out. Or maybe it's this one, if you land here, it sends you here. I'm not sure, but I know one of those is pretty weird. So the next one we need is a... Where are we? Where do we start? Right there? Okay, so we need a 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that we can land on this turquoise one. So 2, 6, 2, 6. I'm doing this because this, like I said, it's very boring to narrate this, especially if all I'm doing is just... Okay, so we got the shower of the rain. The shower of the rain, Jesus Christ. It's 2:40 in the morning. 2:20, excuse me. Okay, so the next one we need is... yeah, this yellow will send us to here, so we need a 1, 2... No, we need a... Yeah, we need a 2. I'm learning how to count, you guys. It's an ongoing process. 1, 4, 2. So 1, 4, 2. When I first heard of the... I'm not going to be long-winded with this, you guys. I just want to say one anecdote about my thoughts about this definitive edition, or whatever the hell this is. Remastering. Special edition. This pile of shit edition. I don't know. No, it's a great game. I love this game. But what I thought they were going to do is just remove this entire room. Because of everybody I've ever heard that references this room, it's filled with venom. They hate it. I don't know anybody who likes this room, so I thought that they would cater to the wishes of people, but they've left so much intact. It's bizarre. Okay, so I'm going to get a 1 on purpose just to see what happens when I get here, because I think it puts you here. Let's just see what happens. I'm curious. So what is it? I kind of just count a couple of ones before the one I need. So 5, 1. 5, 5, 1. Okay. It's really hard to fail that, actually. I want to see what happens here. Oh, what? That's pretty bizarre. That is bizarre. Huh. That never happened to me before. Anyway, so... We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll get the hell out of here. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay. And I will also take you through the boss battle. It's a mid-level boss, and it's Agnes. Or Agnes. He's a pile of dog shit, though. That's what he is. That's all you really need to know. So now they do actually give you a checkpoint. Once you finish it, you do get a checkpoint. Okay, what I thought I would do, there's going to be an edit, a really awkward edit, because I went into that room, and then I'm showing you this. Look where they start you, though. You die, and then they start you here. If you didn't know, this door leads back to the previous room. So it's so inconsiderate, it's not even funny. They put you here. It's so pathetic sometimes. Anyway. So we're going to take on Agnes, and the thing to do on this guy is the lunar phase, and you can lock onto him right through the window. It works so well. I discovered it completely by accident, and what you do is, well, it kind of begs the question when you're fighting as Nero, you would just throw the swords back with the Buster Grab, but since you're Vergil, you have no means of throwing anything, so it begs the question, well, how, as Vergil, am I supposed to throw back swords when I don't have a means of throwing anything in the first place? And the answer is you just use the Yamato to do aerial strikes, and the swords will get deflected, and that is how to deal with the Gladiuses. But this is an even better way. Bitch doesn't even have a chance. So just walk onto him like this, use the Devil Trigger, and as you're doing this, your concentration gauge will increase too, and you'll be dealing him even more damage. And I mean, occasionally you might fall to the floor when the electricity's going on, but look at that. Bitch didn't even have a chance. So, stand here to get your cache of orbs. And then I think anything in here left? No, nothing here. So I think there are two things to smash. That little seat, and then this. And look at our concentration gauge. We're equipped to take on. Now, the thing is, you guys, the next checkpoint is actually, they'll put you right, I think, somewhere like right about here. And you've got to do 3 forced fights. And the fights are exclusively Bianco Angelos. And they range from 2 at a time. Like, the first 2 fights are just 2 of them. But the third fight is about 5, maybe 6. Nice perspective here. I like that. I love this game because it does have a modern feel to it, but it also has... Oh, there we go. I didn't get that yet. So, I might try to get it. I'll try to get it, you guys. Nope, I missed it. One more try. I just don't want to get people irritated by continually failing to do something here, because I understand completely. So we'll just try to do... Nice! There's one word for that, guys. Nice. So we'll take our concentration gauge. Now, the thing is, I might die up here, so I'll have to put an edit, and this concentration gauge might fade. Okay, we're in the Angel Creation Room, and I did die, as you can see, because I don't have that anymore. So, time to be cheap, because there's 3 waves of this. Well, I should say 3 fights, and they're all these guys here. And these guys are not easy, especially on Dante Must Die, when they Devil Trigger. Very deadly. Now, it does give you the impression that this is going to be quite easy, but you're only fighting 1, and then you'll fight 2, and then that's where it gets a little bit tricky. But see how I'm doing aerial strikes in the air? If you switch to this and do that, see that the aerial strike in the air is a downward slash. So it's a move where you want to use it to knock enemies down to the ground. But so we need to prepare for this guy's arrival here. Try to do a charge. Nice, man. Fucking nice. Now he's gonna... Yeah. I'm bad at that. But anyway, I apologize for having to be cheap here, you guys. There's... the checkpoint is in the room before this, and you have to do that switch every time, and there's 2 cutscenes you have to do every time, and it's just... kind of dumb. Okay, so the next fight up here, this is intimidating actually. So there's going to be 2 over here, and it's just cheap time again, so sorry about that. I would do it anyway. So what I mean by cheap is just to do... What is this move called? I really want to know the ground-based one. Oh, it doesn't have a... Lunar phase. Yeah, lunar phase. I was right. Lunar phase. There's just different... You know, if you're on the ground or you're on the air, same thing. These guys have a very hard time recovering from it. And it's very easy to get them staggered like that. So maybe if there's just one left, I'll fight them normally. Because what I want to do here, at this point, you guys, I want to accrue my concentration gauge and bring as much double trigger into the next fight so that I can judgment cut end these fuckers. But now the guy's double triggered, unfortunately, because I took too long and I was verbose about talking. So we're going to try to stand still here. Try to take this bitch down. Because he's a bitch and that's what he needs to be... excuse me. That's what needs to be done to him. He needs to be taken the fuck down. Because he's a piece of shit. Okay, so where's our route here? There's a cache of orbs here, but I already picked them up and it's saved. So I'm going to equip this. And I'm immediately going to... Now I want to see something here in the skill list. Yamato... Judgment cut end. Is it a hold or it's just a press? Slash your enemies to shreds with super speed. Can only be done while in devil trigger with maximum concentration. So when I first read that, I thought erroneously that you had to have max devil trigger, but you don't. You just have to have enough to use it. And what I think here is that the damage you deal is in proportion to how much concentration you have. For instance, you see my concentration right here? If it's all full, I think it does more damage than having it almost full. So... And I don't think it... killed a couple of shits. It's really hard to get these uppercuts going. Fuck you, motherfucker. Eat shit and die, you fucking pig bitch. See how well this works? I mean, should I not be doing this? I don't know. I want to win. I'll stop doing it now when there's just one of them. Oh, there's not. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's one. There you go. Piece of dog shit. And we're done with the level, you guys. But we still got some more traversing to do, and I want to have some conversations with everybody and just talk colloquially. You might also notice that I'm not really mad, because I love this game. This is one of my favorite games that's ever been made, and I'm having a blast playing a game that's actually a game, and it's not an experience. Because this is where I thrive, like this and God of War and Ninja Gaiden and like Gears of War, everything like that. It's so important to have games. Games, not like bags of shit and experiences. Nobody wants an experience, okay? If you want an experience, just go fuck off somewhere, I don't know. I mean, I think like... let me just do this. I think there's something else I'm missing here. There you go. It's just a... it's a euphemism for a subpar kind of... dare I say, experience. Like, a game should be an actual game. And it should be... You know, it should have a lot of depth to it, and this does. This has a lot. So we're just going to jump up here. Head over yonder. See, when you're doing the stinger with this, you can't cancel the sheathing animation because you're not by enemies. I think I've stated that before. So we're going to switch to this. And I believe I missed an item down here, but it's fixed camera. I don't want any items. Let's see, I want to show you my items. What do I have? I have 1 vital star, 2 holy waters, and that's it. Doesn't matter because I won't use them. I think there is something in here though, but it doesn't much matter. So I just want to... Did you see what they've done for this? They've put a Grim Grip point up here so that you can actually get up here. Because these were not here before. I also wanted to take the voices off, but you can't. You can only do the sound and the background music. I mean, the sound effects, I think, and the background music. I'm not sure. I don't know. So we're going to jump on down here and destroy these. This is a pretty good way of doing it. I like this move here where it's Y. Wait a minute. Y. Delay. Y. And you do the guillotine from Lords of Shadow. Really nice. This game is just breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. Turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, so we need to actually go up here. And I think there are frosts here every time. If there are, I'm fleeing from them. Yeah, to hell with that. We just need to get on with our way here. Okay, so the next level will be the jungle, and the boss fight will be Echidna. She's actually really tough. I've done her no damage on my guide before I deleted it, but you never saw that video because I had never unprivatized it, you guys. So, unfortunately, the fight after the mission after that, its boss battle is Credo, and I haven't been able to do that yet without doing items. So, we're just gonna have to do what we can do here, you guys. I mean, I put the words "no items" on my title cards on purpose so that there's just no way to change the rules. So this is going to be over in just a few seconds here, and we'll take a look at the end scorecard. We got a B, D, and an S. No item. Take care.